Hey Nindie fans, Tom here, and I'm back again to give you 6 fantastic puzzle games available right now on the Nintendo Switch. Every genre on the Switch is bolstered by the fantastic indie scene. One of my favourite types of game is the puzzler, and there are some brilliant indie options for those of us looking for a mental challenge. Here are 6 of our picks to help you shuffle through the pile and find the real brain teasers. Up first is The Gardens Between. A Nindie Nexus Golden Heart winner, The Gardens Between main puzzle mechanic is the ability to control time, which is the only direct control in the game. The challenge really escalates as you play, but eventually even the toughest of puzzles will be solved. The only real fault with The Gardens Between is just how damn short it is. It is a world that is so beautiful that you won't be prepared to set it down even when the credits roll. If you want to puzzle away in a stunningly well-crafted world, The Gardens Between is one of the best indie puzzlers on the Switch and well worth the entry fee. So what are you waiting for? Go get it. Now, could we really make a list of indie puzzlers if it didn't include the phenomenal Babbitts You? No, it's an easy answer, that one. Babbitts You is simply amazing, and it is probably the most unique puzzle game not only on the Switch but potentially in the entirety of the genre. Games often talk about bending the rules all the time, but in Babbitts You it actually comes true. Solving puzzles requires you to literally interfere with the rules of the level by moving squares with words such as win and you around. Mixing and matching wacky combos allows you to eventually find solutions to all of the over 200 levels included in the game. This is definitely not one for the faint of heart though. The difficulty is insane, and I've often found myself working on puzzles for long periods of time before I even come close to solving them. But if this sounds up your street, pick up Babbitts You. It also won the Nindie Nexus Golden Heart and we highly recommend it. The game which inspired me to make this video was the latest product of the team behind Snipperclips. Tangled Tower instantly calls back to my favourite puzzle series, Professor Layton, with its visual style and narrative. It doesn't have the most complex set of puzzles in the world, but they are both original and competent enough to provide challenging gameplay to most who will play through it. It also has an incredibly in-depth detective mechanic, which serves as both fascinating mechanic whilst also being packed with humour. Tangled Tower is my favourite kind of puzzler because it manages to instill a fantastic story on top of its puzzle core. Fundamentally, a puzzle game needs good puzzles. Should we say puzzles one more time? Having a pretty wrap around them though adds so much more to the experience, and I highly recommend checking this one out. Battle Chef Brigade is another puzzle hybrid. Half of the game is a side-scrolling action RPG, and the other is an intense match 3 puzzler. Items you collect in the first section are then used in order to create powerful combinations and food dishes. Going up against other chefs, you'll have to one-up them in order to move forward. Battle Chef Brigade is one of the most unique games I've ever played and is definitely an overlooked title when it comes to Switch puzzlers, likely because of just how bizarre it is. If it looks like your kind of game though, I wholeheartedly recommend giving it a go. I swear you'll enjoy it. Membrane isn't a looker, that is for sure, but it is a neat little puzzle game. Essentially, it's a physics-based platformer focused on getting your character from A to B in brain-teasing style. Now, it might not be an accurate representation of the human nervous system, but who really cares? Membrane is incredibly original and is often on sale for under $1, so I would highly recommend picking it up. The arc and difficulty is subtle, but I definitely felt the escalation in challenge when I played through it earlier this year. Don't be put off by the visuals. Membrane is a nice little game and 100% worth checking out if you're interested. Now, last on our list today, Tricky Towers is a masterpiece among arcade block puzzle games. It takes many of the core concepts introduced by age-old titles such as the obvious Tetris, but it takes them to a whole new level. With numerous single and multiplayer game modes available, the title is well worth the entry price. With deep single player, fantastic local and online multiplayer experiences that work as both casual and senseless fun, as well as competitive action puzzling, I have nothing else to say aside from go get Tricky Towers. It's really a masterpiece within the puzzle genre. Now, have any of the games on our list taken your fancy today? Be sure to let us know which ones in the comments and let me know which ones you yourself have played before. Stay tuned to Nindie Nexus for all Nindie content. My name is Tom, thank you so much for watching this video, peace out.